Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to head into our game number 2. The map of choice is Odyssey, chosen by Noxn, of course, aLive. Ready to take it to him, though. We're going to head in there. I'm going to say good game, good luck, have fun, go, go. Good game, good luck, have fun, go, go. I did that exactly.
He's a man of his word, man. Gretorp's a man of his word.
I know, man. But, you know, it's going to be TVZ. aLive hasn't really shown us yet, but I know aLive is fantastical. That's the word for it. You know, what do you think Noxn should do in this position, being down 0-1 against a player like aLive? Should he cheese? Should he go into that long macro game? What are your thoughts?
Well, you know, honestly, Noxn didn't even get to play his game. He just had to change everything on the fly, and he was not able to execute his game plan. He gets to choose this next map, so I would actually recommend Noxn just try to play your game. Just try to see if you can be more diligent in scouting this time and make sure you cover all your bases, because aLive caught him with that early 2 racks, and just because he didn't get the scout off. So normally when you're under these kinds of pressures, you're really tempted, man, I gotta even out things, maybe I should cheese. But generally whenever people ask me that, I say, man, just play your game. If you think you can beat him, which, you know, at this level, if Noxn really can compete with someone like aLive, he definitely should be able to do so. I'm looking for him in game number 2 to start playing what he's used to, what he's comfortable with. Because I think, you know, if you pick a map that's, you know, kind of like this on Odyssey, where it's relatively new, maybe he can pull out something that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. I'm a person that really believes like the strongest player should always move forward. So in my position, if I were Noxn, I'm just going to say I'm going to play super straight up.
Yeah.
Can't believe I stuttered out.
Absolutely.
Super straight up, because in my opinion, if I can't beat aLive, then it's going to be really tough to play in the NASL overall. But still,
yeah, great point. Great point.
I think, you know, you can still play this anyway. If Noxn, if cheese is part of his style, then definitely go for that. It's good. You know, a lot of times cheese is demonized, I think, in the scene, where it's a completely legitimate strategy, especially with mind games and things like that. I think one of the common things sometimes you will see is the second game, the loser will cheese, actually, because you don't actually expect it, especially if people read into mind games a lot. Like, I read into mind games a lot, and sometimes I will cheese on the second game just to throw my opponents off, because normally they're like, okay, I don't want to lose this game at all, and you know, I'm going to play really, really standard. And that's what the winner normally says to themselves, you know? They're like, oh, my opponent really is going to cheese, because why would they risk their tournament experience on just a little cheese here and there, right?
Yeah.
But you can oftentimes take advantage of that, because they'll play super greedy, because they'll take a very big macro advantage. All of a sudden, you're looking really, really good, because they're taking that little greedy advantage, and you are obviously cheesing them for the win.
Gretorp, you just summarized basically my entire game theory course in about 2 minutes, man, because that's exactly it, man. Mind games and psychology. And guys, take it from Gretorp, who's actually competed at high levels. So, you know, having that mindset in game number 2 is really important, because you dive into a player like Noxn, who, you know, honestly, he just got completely surprised in game number 1. So just like you said, man, play straight up, maybe throw in a different mix, but for now he's opening up very standard, no sign of cheese just yet. And Fnatic aLive definitely should be happy about that, as he is opening up standard as well. Factory,
it's a little different right now.
Second gas.
God, this is tingling my belly right now, man. This is going to be crazy. Now he is going to open up with Reactor Hellion. It looks like your Reactor Hellion expand, but Frodan, it's not. It is not.
It's not, man.
It's going to be Banshees probably.
Ooh.
So
and
Banshees.
yeah.
All right, I'm done. Done with jokes for today.
No, dude, you're absolutely correct. I was so busy looking at Noxn's base that I missed the second gas, and you're absolutely correct, man. It's gonna, he can follow it with Banshees, and this is a style that a lot of players like StarCraft or Rainbow uses. Players like DDE from the North American server love following up Reactor Hellions, just because, you know, they think that initial harassment, they're gonna expand, because why not? That's what Terran's really good at, and you're just changing up just a little bit. And aLive showing that he's gonna follow up with a Starport. So Gretorp, just like you said, on the money, man.
Uh-oh, nom nom nom. There goes that Overlord in the top middle. These 2 Marines alive, just on top of it, man. This guy is so good. I don't know how the hell he actually does this continuously. You know, he always finds a small little weakness and be like, bam, right in the kisser.
Yeah, just in the kisser, man. We do see that aLive is actually switching out the Starport immediately and going for that. Cloak, actually, he's actually going to prioritize Cloak first, so he's actually going to be in it to win it, man. He's going to try to see if he can do significant damage. And Noxn, what is he doing in response? He's joining up very comfortably, feeling like this is just a standard Hellion opening here from Terran. I like the fact that he's trying to start walling off the expansion here, but realistically, is he going to be prepared for this? I mean, the cool thing about this by Fnatic Live is that it looks exactly like a regular expand. It's just, I mean, there's no difference from the exterior appearance. I mean, how can you really tell unless you send in an Overlord, and Noxn's Overlord was killed? So aLive covering all of his bases here, Gretorp.
You know, this is one thing I do have to criticize a little bit on Noxn. You lose your Overlord that's actually supposed to check about that fast expansion. He should put more an emphasis on getting Zerglings out around the map. I mean, he's really forced to do that because it could be some all-in cheese that we're seeing right here, or at least a very, very high pressure up from aLive. So the fact that he has no eyes on the field, and again, somehow aLive is picking off another Overlord in the bottom middle. These two Marines now have 2 Overlord kills on them. Still, those Zerglings needed to be out on the field. They're not going to be, obviously, and now he's going to be punished for this. The first Banshee's going to get here. Creep spread is almost connected to both bases, but definitely kind of a crappy position for Noxn. Noxn is not looking too good.
Yeah, his Queen's going to go down, so even if that Evo Chamber finishes, any form of mobile anti-air is very limited. The Queen, the second Queen rather, is the only form right now of defense for aLive. Is going to eventually run out of energy, but his Banshee's going to be able to do amazing amounts of harassment. Now aLive realizes that he already can press his advantage. He's going to start expanding here. He even has his bunker set up, so aLive is sitting very, very well. Noxn pulling a lot of drones back and forth, and his second Queen actually dies. That's another huge play there by aLive, and all of a sudden Noxn's sitting in a very odd position. He's actually rallying his roaches to his opponent's base, but the Hellions are actually going to be able to walk right in there. Great timing by aLive to recognize the roaches are leaving the base, and now he's going to be able to go for some drone kills with these Hellions.
It shouldn't do too much damage. Ooh, one Hellion is going to get picked off here, but a single Hellion is going to be flaming up that drone line a little bit here and there. Don't think it should be doing too much. Actually, he has no way to actually get units over there because the Banshees are zoning out all ground units, so a really nice little advantage for aLive. This Banshee, or excuse me, this Hellion is going to be critical at taking out everything. There it is. GG comes out. Noxn going to lose the first 2 games, and aLive sweeping it very easy.
Yeah, I mean, so easy, man. It's again aLive just making plays and really capitalizing on Noxn's inability to react. I mean, if there's anything that Noxn can take from this series, guys, it's that he has to be prepared and be able to react accordingly. The best Zergs are aware of those kinds of timings and situations. So, I mean, the fact that he didn't have his Evo Chamber up and ready, the fact that, you know, he lost his Overlords, just like you were saying, is a testament to, you know, how well aLive is inside the mind of a Zerg. But at the same time, just like you said, you know, Noxn's got to be able to step it up next time.
Yeah, I mean, Noxn is a Grandmaster Zerg on the NA server. He is top, I think, 70 around there. So even though the results show a 2-0, I don't want it to be like that's his skill level, because definitely it felt like he wasn't even given a chance. He was build order countered twice. They're a little bit blind, but still, it's really, really unfortunate that Noxn wasn't able to show his very best. We weren't able to see that mid-game end stages where Zergs normally take off and they're able to really, really do a lot of damage. But still, it does show you, as you said, aLive's ability to really see through or see the Zerg perspective and capitalize off that. So really, really nice play by aLive. He played that out beautifully. Beautiful.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we're going to see how far aLive can go through this bracket. And, you know, aLive is just one of these players that a lot of Korean people said before he moved to Fnatic was, you know, one of the top practice people. You know, MVP would say that he practiced with aLive, and, you know, they were saying that this guy is legit good. So it's no surprise he was definitely the favorite. Noxn can come back, and I'm a little bit, apprehensive just because I said that NMX was a good clan. But no doubt, guys, keep on the lookout for this team. They actually do have really good players, Grandmasters, and all kinds of ladders. So just definitely look it out. But there's no surprise that aLive actually took that match.
Definitely. So that being said, we're going to head to a short break. We'll be back with another series. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The NSQ is what you are watching.